rapidly that it can completely unnerve you, and you can be so worried about it that you just want to go and hide in a cave. But the second way to look at it is it's so exciting. It's so exciting with all the changes coming up, right? And I'm saying both because there is a mindset that worries about change that happens so rapidly, and there is a mindset that completely lives and comes alive in this change that happens rapidly, right? And today I think the time, it's that time for the second kind of people to really flourish and come out with the best. The first kind of people who worry about this kind of change will not be able to take their brand any further. And I think people, clients and most people have started recognizing that this change is here to stay. This pace of change is here to stay, right? So it can be a challenge or it can be a very exciting time. So that's something I want to leave you with. And I think that also means that while the external digital ecosystem is changing, the internal digital ecosystem in organizations is not keeping pace. And that's where the biggest challenge comes up, right? Because you're not able to respond to the market change. And I think added to that, the consumer or the customer, as we would like to call them, is moving from things to the other so rapidly, from one channel to the other, from one platform to the other, right? The options have completely opened up. Imagine a time when in television we had just one channel, Doordarshan. Life was simple. Then came some 10 channels, then came 70, then came 90 and 150, right? Now there are over 150, 200 channels, right? It complicates the game. It complicates the game for marketers, not for consumers, because consumers love it. They just move from one channel to the other, come back, put things on PIP. It's just a great exciting time for them. The big change therefore we see is that one of the metrics that brand marketers used to always look at is loyalty. Right? And they always peg their brands only on loyalty in such a sharp way that if the loyalty score was 90%, you are safe for the next 20 years. That's not true anymore, right? Your loyalty score today may be 90%, but tomorrow if a brand comes up with a great experience and a product that makes much more sense for their life, for example, what Airbnb has done to the hospitality industry, right? And that means that I will shift. I will just move to an Airbnb because it's much better experience. I meet people, cultural exchange, gives me the freedom and at a great price. So that model shift is happening much more than a product competition shift. And that pace of change is something organizations are not able to keep up with.